Well, hello, everyone out there. Twitch, Twitter. I can't say, damn it, I said Twitter. Dang it, I said Twitter. My name's Frank Lavinia. Wherever you're watching this, just want to say Happy New Year. And just want to send a great note of gratitude for the folks who have read my blog, listened to our podcasts, watch my live streams, kind of see me do this stream of consciousness thing. Um, I really didn't stream. I streamed a lot in November. I didn't really stream that much in December. And this 2023 was actually a good year for me personally. Very hectic, very family kind of issue heavy. However, it was good in the sense that a new member joined our family. We are going to, our plan is to foster and then adopt a cousin. And I know I've mentioned this kind of off and on in various places on on streams, on podcasts, possibly in a blog. And part of the reason why I haven't said that much about it is because there was some ongoing litigation and things like that, which I have never personally been part of family court before, and I highly recommend to avoid it if you can. It is um, expensive in every sense of the word, right? Not just the money, right, but the time, the heart wrenching. I don't recommend it. And also, after kind of a hectic year like that, my family and I we took a cruise, which was awesome. So that took me kind of offline for about a week, which was nice. It was totally needed. And then we come back and we each one of us had some kind of cold and or COVID. So that took another week. And the child that lives with us, and I'm intentionally not saying his name or anything like that because of said litigation. Um, his mom had another child. And because of circumstances around that baby's birth, that baby is been in the NICU and more than likely will stay there for the remainder of her life, however long that life is. So um, it's been an interesting journey. This last month, like 2023 was a good year. 2020, December 2023 was kind of a mixed bag. So but again, it is a new year. It is a time to kind of renew and kind of think about that. For those who know my audiobook fascination, I think I added another 150 titles to my library this year. I didn't count up exactly how many books I read and or listened to. I would say it was probably about 100 ish. And I'm not flexing, right? Like I think the advent of audiobooks, the advent of summarization services like Blink, definitely help keep you plugged into these ideas. And yeah, I know Blink will skip a lot, right? Because that's just kind of what they do. But also there is an ability to kind of there was one book, and for instance, I heard the Blink of Blink is like a service. They summarize books into you know 15, 20-minute chunks. And what's interesting is that recently they've been doing a lot more AI voices. And I find that very fascinating in that sense. So, and some of the voices you could tell are AI, not because of the quality or anything like that. They actually nailed that. There's actually one book, it was, um, I forget the name of it, but it was written by, it was a Japanese philosophy book. And the voice actor kind of leaned into it sounded too much like an over a dubbed samurai movie. I don't know. I can't explain it. It just seemed like the voice actor kind of overdid it. And in my head, I'm like, like really? But it turns out that that was actually an AI voice, and they're pretty good about it. At the end of it, they say, "Hey, we're experimenting with AI voices." Um, I think that's going to revolutionize a lot of industries. AI, people are talking about generative AI. Like, how is it going to revolutionize this? How's it going to revolutionize that? And when I've had a lot of conversations, and the first thing people say, "Oh, a customer chatbot," and I'm like, "Really?" Like, um, you have to think beyond the chatbot, right? And I encourage everyone out there who is looking into generative AI, who is looking into this field, to think beyond the chatbot. So I'm going to share. I don't have a lot of time today because I got a lot of stuff I got to catch up on personally and professionally. But I want to show you this. I want to show you Pika, and let's see if I can share my screen. Let me log in first. Entire screen. Bear with me, folks. I don't think people have fully realized the creative possibilities of generative AI. Oh, thanks. Thanks, man. It just shows up for me as LinkedIn user. So thank you, LinkedIn user. I've inspired you to go live. I appreciate that. I will thank you through a chat later once I figure out who you are, LinkedIn user. Good to see that some things on Restream haven't changed. All right, so you log into Pika, and I signed up for this a while ago, like a while ago, and I finally got my invite. Now I want to point out a couple of things, and this caught my eye because my middle child, who was my youngest, has really gotten into anime, and I I've had cousins, I've had younger family members. Oh, Noel, awesome! Happy New Year to you, Noel. You're awesome. Noel Russell is a force of nature. Definitely got to get you on the podcast proper, Noel. And if you're up to it, um, just say the word, and I'll send you a link. You can stream together if you want. Totally up to you. Um, so my middle child is gotten into anime, and look, I have a neutral feeling towards anime, right? Like I had a lot of people growing up who were super into it, and I never understood it. Full disclosure, I never understood it. The only thing that ever made sense to me as a movie was probably um, Akira. That movie, that was an awesome movie. I saw that and I was like, wow, now I understand why people like this sort of thing. And I had a friend who was really into it, maybe a little too into it, if you know what I mean. And he showed me some of the more bizarre stuff. And I'll never forget, there was this one scene where everybody was like covered in oil. And then like they had a briefcase full of money and then it dropped and it came out. I never understood it. Like, and my cousin was really into something called into the Sailor Moon thing. I never understood it. Like, it was just like, you know, and a lot of people are like, oh, that's because you're old. And I was like, no, no, no. I was like in my 20s when I saw Akira and I loved it. And I saw other stuff and I'm like, I just don't get it. Awesome. Awesome, Noel. Looking forward to having you on the show. And I don't know where the comment went. There it is. And I appreciate sending the good vibes in the baby. It's and a lot of folks probably like, dude, why what else is going on? Honestly, I realize how much I actually enjoy stream podcasting and all this stuff, right? So um and I think it justified me that I had a action loss. So what's fascinating to me is if you look at this prompt, and I'll shrink myself again. If I go here, um, you'll see that it's basically Santa Claus carrying a big red bag in the snow, anime style, right? And that blew my mind because I actually took this video here, right? Festive market bustling with festive Christmas market bustling with people, colorful stalls and holiday decorations. And I actually took that and I said anime style. Now check this out. Come on, you're gonna. There we go. I mean, it's the same prompt more or less, but added the style cue for anime. And I bring this up because um, All right, so I am back. Um, Apparently, there's a glitch in the matrix, and so I had to rejoin from my phone. I got to figure out why my desktop internet's not working now. My home internet's not working. Fortunately, I do have a backup plan, so the adventure never ends. So with that, I'm going to end the stream. But the thing I want to point out is the importance of thinking beyond the chatbot, right? Like it's 2024 now. Let's think about more than just chatbots and more what these can do. And I was going to show on the screen kind of these. So Pika.art for the free version. I imagine the paid version when it comes out will let you do more. But the free version lets you the free version lets you generate up to 10 or 11 seconds of video from a prompt, right? It's it's about 4 seconds a clip. Now, you may look at that as a limitation. However, I would say if you look at modern, when I kind of had this crazy idea I was going to be a filmmaker about 10 years ago, um, if you look at how movies today are cut and edited, very rarely does a cut go more than 10 seconds. Very rarely. In fact, when I did the course I took, it said, watch any TV and any TV show, movie, or whatever that was made, within the last 20 years, and count how long before they switched the shots. And it was only like the world. I was watching it during the World Series. I was doing it during the World Series, and it was only during the World Series that there was a shot that stayed for about 12 seconds. And that was just one, right? So every TV show, I think, just about everything. And if you watch older movies and you're kind of aware of that, you notice subconsciously how the pacing is very different, right? And I think part of that is that they did have longer shots. Now, it's probably macro reasons for that, things like that. But I just wanted to point that out, that the limitation of 11 seconds on the free version is not necessarily a bad thing. Um, Long story short, you could probably make a movie. And if my kid did really want to make his own anime movie, probably could with the free version. So with that, I'm going to sign off and wish you all a happy new year and